And we're live. Good morning.
Yes, sorry. Good morning. This is, of course, as you guys know, Behind the Mic, the short segment where we discuss what we did today on the radio, Behind the Mic. My name is Andrew Coates here, and today for Behind the Mic, I went over Mr. Count Basie, a famous jazz musician of the swing era of jazz, big band. I went over Mr. Francis Johnson, a famous black composer from the 1800s who did many firsts in music for African Americans. And something remarkable that just happened was that we actually got a voicemail from a lady who was also a musician. We got one of the voicemails that we advertised on the show to leave us a voicemail at the phone number 973-692-6035, Google Voice. And we got one from this lady, and it turns out that she actually has some relatives related to
Fats Waller.
Fats Waller, who was the guy who trained Count Basie on his way. I think he worked with him.
Okay.
I said that. She had family members who were in Count Basie's band, and she knew about Francis Johnson, but she wasn't aware about the history of him. She's seen his name on different sheets of music. I said over 200 compositions, so definitely I'm sure he's around for musicians in the nation. I'm sure he's known.
You educated me this morning. I want you to know that's what I learned today. Never too old to learn. Sorry to interrupt you, my brother. I'm falling back. I'm falling back.
But the lady herself is also a musician, so I just wanted to give a shout out to her. What was her name? Mary Lee?
Yeah.
Miss Mary Lee, thank you very much for that. We appreciate it. We appreciate it very much.
Tell him where Count Basie was born.
Yeah,
Count Basie.
Count Basie was born in Red Banks, New Jersey, not far from here at all. Red Banks, New Jersey. He is a fellow New Jerseyan here. We also did work with Frank Sinatra, another famous New Jerseyan.
All things Jersey.
Of course. It's actually very funny because yesterday I was looking up the history of New Jersey just real quick, and we did a lot of stuff here, especially considering Thomas Edison was here. So a lot of the things that he did that were made here, the phonograph, the light bulb of Menlo Park in West Orange, that's where his labs were. FM radio was born here. The drive-in theaters. New Jersey has done a lot of things. Electricity because of Thomas Edison's work. I believe the first lights were installed in New York. I believe like the first lights that ran off electricity, but it all started here in New Jersey. So we have a very, very, very storied history here. It's interesting. New Jersey has always been my place.
Shout out to Bob Sumner tonight, celebrating 25 years at the Peppermint Lounge. That's before your time, young laddie.
That was in Orange.
Yeah, absolutely. And Bill Bellamy will be there along with a host of other characters who, made it famous through Bob Sumner. Bob Sumner is Jersey born.
Yes, he is.
Seton Hallite graduate.
I believe Bill Bellamy was also born here too, right?
Yeah, he's from Jersey as well. Yeah, he has family here. The event takes place tonight at the Newark Symphony Hall, and they're also having an after party. And you can't go. You're too young man. Only the old. Okay.
I'm sure my mom would love to go. She's told me stories about how she went to go see Bill Bellamy at a Hat City Kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah, that's another a well-known establishment in Orange there. He used to frequent that place quite a bit, and how she loved his comedy style. How he would always make fun of people who were just walking in. He'd be like, "Hey, why you like people just like walking in the back? Like they came a little late to the show. He's like, "Hey, why are you walking in late to my show? Oh, I see you all the way in the back." He would just like make fun of just certain people in the audience. He said, "Oh, I see you walking in late to the show. CP time, ain't it?" You probably got your car started up all late, probably trying to figure out what to wear to come for the show to see Bill Bellamy. Man, don't worry about that. I ain't worried about that. Just come on down to the show.
Yeah.
Throw on your drawers and a shirt and come on down to the show.
Boxes and a T-shirt.
Yeah, Bill Bellamy. So it's a great comic, of course.
Yeah, Bob Sumner is what I'm highlighting here, but Bill Bellamy too. From no apologies needed. I'm crazy. No, I'm not crazy. We had a great show this morning. Musically, I enjoyed myself.
We really enjoyed the Count Basie piece.
Shout out to Darnell Davis.
Yes, Darnell Davis of EXO. He's been a big supporter of the show for a long time now. Great guy.
Yeah. Goodness. There's so much going on, but we're gonna keep it. Gonna keep it academic here this morning, I guess. Right, and is there anything else that...
Actually, speaking of academics, the Brown versus Board of Ed decision.
Oh, I'm glad you said that.
We could discuss that. That was 4 days ago. Today's the 20th, so that was the 17th. So 3 days ago, on that date...
The landmark case.
Of course, Brown versus Board of Education. Something that a lot of people don't know is that the name Brown, a lot of people assume that it was one guy, this guy named Brown, that was suing the Topeka Board of Education in Kansas, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, Kansas. So, but actually, it was actually a long list of names of like parents and people in the community that were suing. That were all suing Topeka, Kansas. They were all.
But Brown initiated it.
No. Because Brown, his last name it started with a B, so he was first, alphabetically first.
Oh wow, that's the reason why it was Brown.
It just went by alphabet. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I believe the family that kind of spearheaded it, they were like for further in the list of names, but they were going by alphabetically. It was Brown.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day, folks.
I seem to remember it was the family of this girl that she was well documented. Like she walked like a long time to go. She walked like a long way to get to the school, like past like a rail yard. And
yeah, train tracks. It was dangerous.
Yeah, so I believe it was that family of that girl who they documented pretty well on how her journey to school.